Hey everyone, Danny Webster here from Pocketnow.com, and this is the software review of the Pantech Burst, one of the very first 4G LTE devices for AT&T. And surprisingly, with Gingerbread and the proprietary software that it comes with, it runs very quickly. So let's check out the software. So the Pantech Burst is running Android 2.3 Gingerbread, and surprisingly, Pantech has not included too much proprietary software or too many proprietary user interfaces on this particular device. So let's just go into some of the live wallpapers, and this one is one that's available on the Pantech Burst. So we'll just go into the live wallpapers. So here we can go in and we can view the Firefly, which is one that comes on the Pantech Burst. We can go down and view a couple of others that come on the Pantech Burst, and that's the text river, and you can change the words. If you can see it, it says Pocket Now on here. And we can also view the weather if we like, so it will update periodically depending on what kind of settings you have. So let's just go back. So here we can view some of the widgets that are available on the Pantech Burst. So we have all of our Android widgets, and we also have the Pantech widget. So we can have the bookmark, calendar, clock, contacts, email, all this other great stuff that's available to the Pantech Burst. And the social snapshot is pretty nice. Let's go there. I can show you how this works. So we can select a style, and this allows you to update all of your statuses from various social networks. So let's just click on here. Let's say we wanted to add, let's choose this one here. So we'll click on that one. And now if I want, I can log in and add my own social snapshots, and then I can create it through Facebook, Twitter, or through MySpace if you're still using that. So let's just go into some of the settings on the Pantech Burst here. So we have a personalize, which allows us to change our themes, which is pretty neat. So if you want to have many different themes, you can add them, and you can have your own user-specific themes here. So if I want, I can choose play, and then I can just go back. Let me just choose that again. So I can choose play and click done. So now we have the play theme, and as you can see, it did change some of my widgets. So if I scroll over, it added a music widget here and some other news and weather information. So it does change your widgets, so you can have many different widgets set up for your various themes. So let's go into some of the applications here. So we have alarm clock, which is proprietary to the Pantech Burst. So Amazon Kindle, we've all seen that. AT&T Code Scanner, AT&T Family Map, a few AT&T proprietary software titles that are available on this particular device. So we have Google Books. I added the Bluetooth GPS because I was playing around with this device. We have our calculator, calendar, camcorder, and this does record up to 720p HD. It does not record a full 1080p, but with such a budget device, it's still a pretty good resolution for a camcorder. We can go to camera, and this does have a 5 megapixel camera. So we can add our GPS location. We can change many different settings. We can change it directly to the camcorder from here. We can change it to the front, and as you can see, we'll view my camera. So there's the front, and the front-facing camera is VGA resolution, so this is pretty good. So we'll just go back to the back one and go out into the settings, and we can change many different things. We can add a single shot, multi-shot, division shot, and we can change the brightness settings, and we can also go into zoom. Clock Tools allows you to view world times, and we can also add a timer and a stopwatch. So we have a digital compass, and we can view that it's pointing north. This does also lock onto your GPS location if you want it to. So here we can view that it's pointing north, and it will show us our speed and our distance traveled. We have our contacts, and we have a unit converter. So if I want, I can change it to length, volume, any one of these nice units, and then we can change it to here, and we can input our units and then have it calculate on the bottom. We have a document viewer. I don't have any documents on this particular device right now. It doesn't come with a micro SD card, but if you do have a micro SD card with many documents, you can view them directly from your Pantech Burst. We can view all of our downloads that we have downloaded from either the Google Chrome browser on the device or whatever other applications we've used. We have email, a different email right here that we can input our email address in. We have Facebook. We have featured apps, which AT&T thinks are great apps to have. So we can scroll over to different categories, and we can view some of those apps. Most of them are free, but a lot of them are paid for. We have a Flash player, of course. We have our gallery, which is just the stock Android gallery. We have our Gmail Handy Memo, which allows you to create memos quick and easily from your Pantech Burst. Google Latitude, LINPACK, which I'll show you in a few minutes. We have Live TV. Unfortunately, they didn't give me a Live TV subscription to try out on this particular device. Google Maps. We have messaging, which is our SMS or MMS messaging application. We have movies, which allows you to download movies directly from the MSpot service. So if I wanted to, I could, let's say I wanted to download this movie, I can rent it for 24 hours for $4.99, or I can also watch the trailer. It looks as though there's a club price, which is a little bit cheaper. Our music player, but I don't have any music installed right now. We can scroll over My AT&T. We have a navigation, which is the Google Navigation, News and Weather. PC Suite connector, which allows you to connect either through a USB or through Wi-Fi if you're connected to a Wi-Fi network. We have our phone, Places, Quick Light, which allows you to use the front-facing camera over a Wi-Fi connection, so you can use a quick. You can share videos directly from your Pantech Burst to the Quick service, or you can also do a streaming video. S-Board, which is a neat application, allows you to send group messages either through MMS or through SMS. So we can just go back. We have Google Search, we have Sketchpad. This allows you to draw something. So if I wanted to create a new sketch here, you can just type, oh, I don't know, hello or something like that, and save it directly to the Pantech Burst. We have stocks, so I can view all these stocks. I can input my own stocks, and I can also view my mobile portfolio if I have something on here. Google Talk, Twitter, Video Player, which is the stock Android player, Voice Dialer, Voice Memo, Voice Search, Weather, our web, which is a little interesting that they used a graphic for that. We've got YouTube and also YP Mobile. So we'll go into some of the settings here, and you can view all these. We also have a setup wizard, which allows you to customize everything. We have wireless and network. So one interesting thing is this does allow for tethering and portable hotspots. I'm not sure if the SIM card that they gave me does have a portable hotspot, but it does allow me to connect. So if you have that on your plan, then you'll probably be able to use the Pantech Burst to connect to a laptop or a tablet device. So there we have the tethering activated. As you can see, the little blue Wi-Fi signals. We'll just turn that off. We have sound settings, so we can change all those. We can change all of our ringtones if we like. And we can change the display, so we can have the screen timeout, our brightness, all the other great stuff. Language and keyboard. This device does come with swipe, so you can change that, and it also has the stock Gingerbread keyboard, which is pretty nice as well. AT&T software update. So instead of going into About Phone and then checking update, you just go to the AT&T software update, and it allows you to check for an update through the AT&T software update service here. One nice feature inside the applications is if you go down to menu, you can uninstall directly from the applications. Instead of having to go to menu and then settings and all the other stuff to delete an application, you can delete an application directly from the applications folders. So I'll run a speed test. Unfortunately, I don't have LTE service in my area, so I'll begin this test. Just running on HSPA Plus, I was able to get 8.15 megabits per second download and 2.43 megabits per second upload. So that's pretty good speeds for just the HSPA Plus. So now we'll run a few benchmark tests. So on SmartBench 2012, I was able to get 2,129 in the productivity index. On the gaming index, I got 3,160, which is really fast. So let's do another benchmark. So on Quadrant Standard, I was able to get 2,947. So now I'll run Limpack Pro. So running a single thread on Limpack Pro, I was able to get 51.274 mflops in 1.63 seconds. Now running multi-thread, and I was able to get 80.548 mflops in 2.09 seconds on that multi-thread. So this has been the software review of the Pantech Burst on AT&T, one of the very first 4G LTE devices for AT&T. If you like our videos, make sure you give us a thumbs up and also leave some comments down below. You can check out the unboxing video, and I'll post a link right about here. And you can also check out the hardware review, and I'll post a link right about here. Stay tuned for the final review coming up next, and thanks for watching.